Hi everyone, I'm a little bit early because for some reason it didn't give me the screen in order to schedule this like I usually do. So instead of going back and starting all over again on naming this and everything, I just thought I'd come on 5 minutes earlier and just wait. I'm not going to smile much because, of course, I won't have a tooth in my mouth for God knows when. And anyway, this is going to be the What Sold video, what sold the past week between last. I had a couple sales after I did this last Sunday and then through just this morning. I had a sale this morning, but nothing since then. So it'll be including that one so far today. Anyway, I got everything listed that I have, all the clothes listed that I have. Hi, Sue. Hi, Bumblebee. Yeah, I started a little early. Oh, you started waiting at 3:45. Well, good. Yeah, I got all the clothes listed. So I need clothes. I looked at the thread up order and it's not going to go out till, they said I won't get it till between the 29th, which is a week from now, and the 3rd of July. So it's going to be a while for that. And Bumblebee, I think she's Bumblebee, you're putting together a box for me, right? So I have not listed the Plush yet because I cleaned all the Plush off with alcohol and I let it dry because I really cleaned it with wet alcohol good. Let it dry and then sort of wiped it off again and let it dry. So they've been sitting since then, since probably Wednesday night and Thursday. So they've been sitting. I'm sure they're fine now. So I'm going to show you those too after I do the What Sold video. I'll show you the Plush that I got the other day. And I think tomorrow, what's today? Sunday. Monday, I have a chiropractic appointment at 11. I think after that, I'm going to go to my Goodwill. I haven't been there yet. So I'll stop in there and see how it is, what precautions they're taking, etc. And if I feel less freaked out than I did in the Brunswick one. So I'll be able to get a few things anyway, I'm sure. I went on and tried to do the scheduling thing, and for some reason it didn't give me the the pic to put a picture on. So I just stopped it and just thought I'd come on early. So it's 4 o'clock now. So Bumblebee and Sue they're already here. I was just watching a movie called, what was it called? Life as We Know It. I'm only about a third of the way through it, but it's getting pretty funny. It's a sort of a comedy, drama comedy. And it's about two people that aren't married. They're single and they don't like each other. And they're best friends who were married and had a little baby that's like a year old. She's like a year old, I think. They became they left the child to them as a couple to take care of for the rest of their life. They know nothing about babies. They're taking care of kids. And it's starting to be pretty funny. So I think it'll be a nice, light movie to watch today. I've let the chickens out. They're back in. And it's hot out. It's very hot and humid out. And when I looked up in the rafters in the garage, one of the youngster raccoons is laying, now they're sleeping now because it's daytime. It's laying sort of, you can sort of see it. It's laying with its back leg and its front leg hanging over, getting cooled off, because I imagine it's really hot in the overhang, down into that overhang. So it's a he or she, I don't know, breathing. And I banged on the garbage can a minute, and it startled and looked down, but it didn't get up and go away. So sleepy. Anyway, I certainly hope it's okay. I think it is. So I can tell you I've had some, I think I told you that somebody was going to do my deck, right? In July 11th and 12th. Somebody is coming to finish up my deck. It's not going to be as big, but it's going to be at least a deck. So that's taken care of. And yesterday or the day before, I was out in the front garden because the thistles out there are, like I said, they're bigger than me now. And they're about to bloom. So I was just really upset that they're going to bloom and distribute all those fuzzy things all over and make even more. Although I don't know how even more can fit in that garden. That garden is completely shot because it's just been overgrown with the weeds. So I tried to pull some out. It's beyond help, beyond my help anyway. So I came in and I looked on Home Advisor. Do you have that where you live? Home Advisor, or like Angie's List. It's where you can go on and find people, workers, pros. Some are pros, some are just, have their own little business. And so I need a handyman and I need a gardener, somebody to help me with this garden, like a landscaper type person. So I went on there and filled it all out for those two things. And I got a call back fairly soon. And he said he could come out and look at it. Last evening he came out. And he seems like a nice young guy. He just started up his business. He has two other guys working with him. He has 2 trucks. And I don't think he's really well versed on flowers. What are flowers and what are weeds? But because they do all different things. They haul away junk, they do handyman work, they do cleaning gutters out, and they'll do this landscaping. They'll clean it all out for me, dig stuff out, pull things out. And so he said he'd call me last night with a price. Well, his price was really good. So he's coming Thursday, this coming Thursday morning. He's bringing 2 of his helpers, and they think that they will have it done in one day, like 4 hours. I don't know, it's a big job. And he will also clean out my gutters, and that price was pretty good too. Now I don't know if they'll get to do that in the same day, but I don't think he's realizing what a big job this garden thing is out front. But at least I have someone that I won't pay until after it's all done, and see how he does. So as far as I have not been to the police station yet and made out a report. I know I keep putting that off, but I'll do it sooner or later here. Let's see. Yes, had a red, white, and blue 4th of July box ready, but you didn't need a box early. June with all your other items you had, but never mind. Now I found better items. you've set aside. Oh, good. Yes, you can send me a box whenever you can. Because I won't, well, depending on what I get tomorrow, but I'm sure it won't be much because I'm not going to spend a huge amount of time in the Goodwill. So it'll be another small haul, and then I won't get the thread up box for another week, over a week. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to switch screens here, share my screen, and show you what I did sell this past week. I think it's like 16 items. I counted it a while ago. You know, I can't remember anything, so I think it's like 16 items. No Poshmark, but I haven't been real good on keeping up with Poshmark. While I'm thinking of it, Bumblebee, I keep reading about this Poshmark tools or Posh tools. I'm thinking it's a bot, a robot that does your sharing for you. And I know you're not supposed to use those, but it keeps advertising this. Like, do a lot of people, I don't see how people that have huge closets can possibly do the sharing and all that without having help, having one of these. So I'm just asking, what do you think about that? Can you get kicked off Poshmark forever or what? Anyway, I'm going to share my screen. This first thing we talked about last week, this Judith March, a strapless mini dress or skirt, whatever it is, because she hadn't paid for it yet. Remember? Well, she paid for it. In fact, she paid for it, I think, like Sunday night or Monday. So it's been paid for, it's been sent, and so far I haven't heard back that it's getting returned or anything. So that was a real sale, and it did sell, like I said, for $31, which was a best offer. She did pay after she got the, I think she paid after she got this warning from eBay, but that went free shipping. So next thing is a Nike Dry Fit women's large athletic top. It's this maroon color. It was pretty like bright maroon, and it sold for $16.99. That was it didn't even have the sale going on it. I must have sold this on Monday when there was no sale. So they bought it at full price that I had put it on, $16.99, and they paid shipping of $4.50, and so they paid a total of $20.49. Now this Harley Davidson women's tank top, this is new with tags, and I had gotten a lot of interest and a lot of lowball offers on this top, and I didn't take any of them. I just would offer back something, I don't know, I probably offered back something like $20 or $19.77 or something like that. But anyway, all of a sudden somebody buys it at the full price of $24.99 on Monday when there was no sale. So how about that? So that was a really nice surprise. Plus they paid shipping of $4.50. So you just never know. This coffee cup was mine. I've had it on for a while, and it's huge and it weighs a lot. I think I bought this for myself, but I don't know. Maybe my sister bought it for me. But it was. It's called Nature Sketchbook, and it's by that artist that's there, Bowden. And it's a Hallmark cards type thing. And she makes cards and all kinds of stationery and things. So I decided I would sell it. I put it on a while back, and it was on for $11.99, and I did take a best offer of $8, but they had to pay shipping. So the shipping that they paid was over the price of the cup, which they paid $9.90 because it's very heavy. And I only had to pay $7.96, so I made a little bit more on the shipping. I put it in a type A box. That was the lowest price for me that I could send it. So I put it in a regular, or whatever they call that, type A box, and sent it out. It went to Iceland, New Jersey. I'm sorry, the Harley Davidson went to Dorchester, Maine. Oh, that was that. I meant to tell you that the dry fit athletic top, that purple one, the maroon one, and this Harley Davidson top went to the same person, but they bought it enough apart that I made two different mailing labels. So they paid mailing twice. It was two different packages, and they paid full price on both things. So we like this person from Dorchester, Maine. So, and I sold a lot of 3 Revlon lipsticks. This is out of the health and beauty items, the makeup items. These were Revlon Premium Pink Color Stay Ultimate Liquid Lipsticks. And that sold as a lot for $19.99, free shipping. And that went to Sarasota, Florida. Remember Sarasota, Sue? Okay, this is a top by Sonoma. I think this is sold in Kohl's, if I'm not mistaken, maybe Target. I'm not sure. This went for $17.99. This was free shipping on this, and that was full price on that. Oh no, this was 10% off. A 10% off sale. This must have been on Tuesday when I started the sale. And that sold for free shipping, and it went to New Holstein, Wisconsin. Maybe named after the cows, Holstein, because Wisconsin's where they have the cheese, right? Okay, Grey's Anatomy Barco scrub top. This was just plain gray, and for scrub tops, I know Grey's Anatomy sells really good. I used to buy a lot of scrub tops because they used to sell pretty good, but all of a sudden they sort of stopped selling. So I stopped buying them, and I've had this one a while. So it sold for a best offer of $13.50 I took on this. They paid $4.50 in shipping, and that went to Kingswood, Texas. Another lipstick I sold. This was a single lipstick, Revlon Ultra HD Lip Lacquer. And this was in the color 540 Petalite. It was a pink coral type color. Went to Tucson, Arizona, and that's $9.99. All these single lipsticks are, and they're free shipping. This is a top. Now, I'm not sure whether I got this top from Bumblebee I might have gotten it way back from Jennifer, or I may have bought it myself. I have no idea. I don't remember. I sort of remember listing it, but I don't remember where I got it. So there you go. Bumblebee, did you send me this? I thought this would sell right away, but it didn't. It went to Sacramento, California, but I did take a best offer of $15 on it. It had bell sleeves on it too, cute bell sleeves. This was a really cute boho type top. I probably should have waited on the price on that, but I was probably having one of those days. I wasn't having good sales, and I just took a best offer. So then here's a Play One. I think that's how you pronounce that. Play One. Women's dressy tank top. This was like a slinky type polyester top. Had one button at the neck in the back, and high-low hem. And that sold for a sale price of $24.29. And that went someplace through the global shipping program. So I shipped it down to Kentucky, and they ship it to wherever it's going, which I always forget to look after I do get a tracking number. It takes a while. But it didn't go any place in the United States. A pair of Born women's cork wedge sandals. These were cute sandals. The wedgies had flowers all over them. The cork part had flowers, and they were in pretty good shape. Not really tremendous condition, but they went for the sale price of $26.09, and they paid $14.90 shipping on those. They went to Palmer, Arkansas. Then here's the handbell. See, I also have me holding it there. But this is the bell that I found last week, last Tuesday at the Goodwill in Strongsville. I paid $5 and I think 49 cents for this antique bell. I looked up, there's a bunch of them online on eBay, different types, not one exactly like this one, but it's definitely an old antique, probably from the late 1800s, and with great patina on it. So I did price it at $46.99, and that's exactly what I sold it for. And it went to Warner, New Hampshire, which is a really good place for antiques to go to, because New Hampshire is full of antiques. It sold in one day of putting it up. And they paid $10.90 shipping because it was heavy. So I was really happy about that sale. And then Bumblebee, I know you gave me this, sold me this bathing suit, this vintage 90s neon floral bathing suit, one piece. This was really pretty bathing suit. And that sold for $24.29, which was the sale price. And they paid $4.50 shipping, and it went to Racine, Wisconsin. Here's a top by Lucky Brand. It's sort of a waffle weave, but it had this dragon on the side of it, which I'm sure helped it sell. I've had it a while though, and it sold for $22.49 though, which was the sale price, and $4.50 in shipping. And it went to Snohomish, Washington. Snohomish. I've never ever heard of that place. I have to look up where that is. Yeah, it went way out to Washington State. So it's interesting to me where all these things go to. And here is a top. This is that huge top by Asics. It's a loose shift top. And it was just so big. It was a size 12, but I can't imagine. It was just the biggest size 12 I've ever seen. But it is oversized, obviously. Made of viscose and elastane. And the reason I probably took a low offer on it is because I didn't like it, which is a bad thing to take a low ball offer, is because you don't like it, because somebody got it in Buena Vista, Virginia, who obviously liked it, but I took a best offer of $14 on this. It weighed a lot. It weighed just under a pound. So it still could go first class, but they paid $6 shipping on it. So they paid a total of $20 to get it to Virginia. But I was really surprised that sold at all, actually. I think that was in the thread up box, I'm pretty sure. A pair of little booty shorts. These are completely destroyed. Booty shorts, and they are by American Eagle Outfitters. Micro mini. Look at the pockets are even showing under there, but that's how they're doing it now. So this went to Palm Beach, Florida. Another ritzy place, Palm Beach. They paid $17.99 for these little shorts, which was the sale price. And they sold, yesterday, I think. Yesterday. So then I sold this little Canon video light. This was in when I cleaned out my desk drawers. This is one of the things that I held back to sell on its own. This little Canon light. I don't hardly remember even using it. It was for my video camera when I used to use a Canon video camera. It has a hot shoe on it there and fits on the top of your camera. So that sold for $11.99. I didn't have a best offer on it. I just had $11.99, which it sold for, and they paid $4.50 in shipping. I put it in a little box, and it's going to go out tomorrow. And the last thing is this another athletic top by Fila. Has a bra insert in it, in there, and there's Fila written along the side. It's Fila Sport. And that's sold for $15, which was the best offer that I took for it. That sold today. And that is what I sold this past week. I think there's 16 items there if I counted right before. That's what I remember anyway. But let me try to get you back here. Okay. Yeah, no Poshmark sales today. But like I said, I haven't been real good at sharing my closet. And when I do share, I have not shared my whole closet. I do parts, bits and pieces. Hi, Posh Planet. It wasn't from you. No, oh, the mug. Okay, wasn't from you. I might have bought this myself because I really liked, I liked that artist, and I liked the mug had cardinals on it, and it was really pretty, but it weighed a ton, even without something in it. Once you fill that big mug up, it was big, with coffee, it really is heavy. So yeah, that bathing suit, that's a very pretty bathing suit. Yeah, so not too bad of a week. Not wonderful, But like I said, we're going to just call this, we're going into summer slowdown now. So we went out of pandemic to summer slowdown, even though we are still have the plague. I did some reading up on the Spanish flu, and in 1918, when they first got the Spanish flu in 1918, it wasn't as severe as when it came back for the second time. The second time it came back was in 1919, and that was the deadliest, the second round of it. So I'm hoping that this one isn't the same. I hope this second, when it comes back again, because they always seem to do that, you know. So if it starts to get bad again, and there are a few states that are starting to, their numbers are starting to rev up again. Ohio isn't one of them, thank goodness, but nor, I don't think Pennsylvania isn't one either, and it's mostly Southwest. And of course, Florida, because everybody's on the beaches. And the Carolinas, I think, are not good. Any place where people are gathering, of course, is going to be worse. So, I don't know. Yeah, the few sales I had some good sales there. But, yeah, let me show you the Plush that I didn't show you the other day that I got, because I was too freaked out about them being full of COVID-19. They're all clean now. First one, in fact, this is the first one I picked out of the bin when I was looking, because it's a horse, of course. And when I was looking at it today, I didn't notice it before, and I didn't really look at the tag, except I noticed it was by Gantz, which is a pretty good brand. But I noticed it had feathered feet. So I looked on the tag better, and it's a Clydesdale. It's right there on the tag. That's why it has feathered feet. So it's a cute little horsey, Clydesdale. Echo is half Clydesdale or part Clydesdale. So there's that one. And then this is by Dan D, which I have sold a couple. Dan D is a brand that Flippin' Hippo sells also. So this is a collector's choice, and it doesn't have a name on here. But you can tell this is for a baby. This is a little baby's stuffed animal, because it doesn't have hard eyes. These are like embroidered eyes, no beans in the butt. So it's just a cute little blue for a boy bunny. So I just thought I'd get it because it's so cute. Okay, then I always pick up bears with sweaters. And this is by Ty. It's not a Beanie Baby, but it's in the Attic Treasures collection. And it's, I don't think it has a name on here either. Unless it's on the tag that I can't see very well. Usually they have a name. Oh, yes, it does. Casanova. This is Casanova. Has a heart on it, of course. Casanova. Nice little sweater. and is jointed. This is a jointed bear by Ty. This is another Ty. This is a Beanie Baby, but this is one of the more real-looking Beanie Babies. And when I was watching Flippin' Hippos, I noticed that she said that there's ones that are more real-looking, and they do sell for good money. So that's why I picked this up. His name is Admiral. Must be an Admiral Pete, penguin. And has its tag. So it's a little penguin. And I have another real looking one too. It's a Ty, and this is this is a Beanie Baby collection. As this one's name is Jake, but see, it's a more real looking plush animal. Has beans and of course Beanie Baby, but it's a little mallard duck. Named Jake. I probably wouldn't have got those if I hadn't just seen on her site that about the real type looking animals. Okay, this is sort of a different. This is a Beanie Baby. This is sort of a scruffy looking different type of hair on this little bear. He has a tie. It's all dressed up. And his name is Papa because he has a tie, I guess. This is Papa. A little orange bear. And another tie. This is a Beanie Boo. This has the round eyes. These are not glitter eyes, though. They're just plain. And this is a little ladybug. Isn't she cute? She has her little antenna there. A little Beanie Boo. And her name is Bugsy. How original. Bugsy. And she has her tag on that says Bugsy also. So a Beanie Boo, little ladybug with a tag. And then, now I didn't look this up yet because there were a few of these there. Now, if this is worth a lot, well, it won't be worth a lot, but something other than $10 or up, I'm going to be disappointed I didn't pick up them all up. This is a little owl with a graduation cap on. And on the graduation cap, it says class of 98. And there were some other ones, class of 20, there were a couple different ones. This is the one I picked. It was the cleanest one. And his name is Wise. And it's a little graduation owl. It's a Beanie Baby. One more. Because it was sort of different, and it's by Gantz. By Gantz and Little Kin's Koala. It says it's a little koala bear. I thought it was just sort of different looking. He's cute. He's by Gantz. No tag, no code. A lot of the Gantz stuffed animals have a card and then there's a code. I don't know what you do with the code. I don't know that much about it, but they're worth a little bit more if they have their tag and the code. But I'll have to look into that more. But this is Little Kins, the koala. So that is what I got as far as the stuffed animals go, or the plush. And I have been on liquids. I've been on liquids mostly because every time I try to eat anything, if I don't think about it every single minute, it gets switched over onto the side of my mouth I'm used to eating, and that's where the broken tooth is. And I'm so afraid I'm going to break it, have it come out, or break it off altogether and have horrible pain because my dentist is out of town this next week. That's why I don't have an appointment till the following Monday, the 29th. Here, let me see what she says. I'm thinking that the sharing service is unapproved by Poshmark. Yeah, I think it is too. I believe they advertise it's created by Poshers, approved by sellers. Time will tell how Posh handles it. Yeah. Right. I'm sure that the Poshmark doesn't. The Harley Davidson top. Now that's my point exactly. Oh, about waiting. It's an acquired skill to learn to hold out for your price. Yeah. Well, it was new. It was Harley Davidson. It was only a tank top. That's what I kept saying every time I would get an offer on it. But then I just kept waiting, and surprisingly, it sold. I was as surprised as anybody. You love Clydesdales? Yeah. The pink top wasn't from you? So maybe I found that. I might have found it and bought it because it was very boho looking. Because I'm thinking it wasn't as far back as Jennifer, but I don't know. You knew that the bell was a treasure. Yeah, I did too. If I still had a house that was decorated instead of made into an eBay business, I might have kept it because that's the type of thing that I like. But yeah. So I've been having nothing but liquids. I'm like starving to death. Not really, but I've been eating some cream soups and tea and coffee, and I can still have my oatmeal in the morning, which is good because it's very mushy. But anything else, so yesterday I went to the barn to see my horses, and they were in because it was so hot. They had been out real early in the morning, and they had just come in. And my now preacher has had his bath. He's beautiful now. He's shiny and all clean. And Sarah, the barn owner, was there, and she was in a very talkative mood. And we had a nice conversation, and we talked about the horses and about all kinds of things. But I had been up to her mother's house. This is Judy, her mother, that I give eggs to. So I'd given 4 dozen of eggs, taken them up to her house, and she made me come into her house because it's her and her next door neighbor. They make the pierogies, and she's turned this into a business. It's called My Old Lady Pierogies. It's her business. And she gets orders of like 12 and 14 dozen at a time. And they have this whole assembly line going in her kitchen. So I sat down, talked to them a while, and they were doing their whole assembly line. And of course, when I left, she gives me pierogies, of course, and then she gives me 2 pieces of pecan pie, which I can't eat right now, but she says you can freeze it. So I brought it home and I put it in the freezer. And then she gives me a container of pulled pork. I didn't want to say anything because she probably doesn't remember. I don't eat red meat. I've never eaten pork. Well, no, I won't say never. I used to eat it, and it always gave me a stomach ache, even before I had all these stomach problems, even when I was young. So I don't like to eat pork. But of course, pulled pork is with the barbecue sauce, and it just smelled so wonderful. I'm so hungry. So anyway, today I baked a big potato, a big baking potato, because I can eat that. So I baked it up so it's really nice and soft, mashed it up, put butter and salt and pepper on it. I thought, what if I just put a little teaspoon of that pulled pork in the middle here? Because it's real mushy. It's mushed up. So I did that, and I certainly hope that it's not going to make me sick. It's probably a really dumb thing to do, but I have this container like this of this pulled pork. My daughter doesn't eat meat. My son will never come out here. I'll stick it in the freezer. I don't know. But I don't want to try it again. But yeah, it certainly does smell good. Bumblebee, it's not fun. My heart goes out to you. My son had to have jaw surgery 2 times. Scrambled eggs. I can eat scrambled eggs. Soup. I made chocolate pudding. I can eat puddings, scrambled eggs, soups. Yes. Oh, your son had jaw surgery. Was that back? You lived on scrambled egg soup and tapioca. Yeah. Jaw surgery. Did he have his jaws wired shut when he had the surgery? Yeah, baked potato. That's good with sour cream. I didn't have any sour cream. Sometimes in place of sour cream, you can almost use plain yogurt. It tastes almost similar. It's even better for you. So I'm going to try that on my potato next time because I have a lot of plain yogurt. What I do is I mix blueberry jam preserves in it to sweeten it up because it's, regular plain yogurt's kind of sour. Not sour, but there's nothing sweet about it. Yeah, and it's really good if you mix that in it. Applesauce, that's good. Yeah, and yogurt. Try some tuna salad, not on bread. I'd have to really grind it up to like mush, which I could do, I suppose. I could also make egg salad and mush it up really fine too. I would not let them wire my jaw. Wait. I'd not let them wire my jaw shut so they didn't. I was afraid. What if I got sick? Yeah, that's all. That is a fear. That's the kind of fear I'd have too. Ripe avocado with salsa. Okay, yes. And bananas, ripe bananas. I put that in the yogurt also. Soft, ripe bananas. Because that's what I put in my oatmeal in the morning. Yeah, it's probably going to be healthier. Although, you know what I can eat? I can eat cake. Yeah. Cake is fine. The little bit of chewing that you do with cake is, I can do it on the other side of my mouth. This is such a pain. But yeah, of course, the things that I used to snack on in the evening, which was root beer and pretzel sticks. No more pretzel sticks for a while. Yeah, there's always room for cake. Yeah, so when I went shop, I had Aldi deliver some groceries today. It's nice because if you order from Aldi, they'll deliver them right away. There's no wait. Or you can have them delivered in 1 or 2 days, whatever. So I just had them delivered this morning because I have things to do tomorrow. So I got some more yogurt. I got some more pudding. Yeah. Yeah, smoothies with fruit. I have to get my NutriBullet out. It's down in the basement, put away, and start making smoothies, right? Because then I can put, I can put spinach and all kinds of things in there that will be good. Salad type things, and they'll just be, if you put it in with the fruit, you never know they're there. I used to eat smoothies or make myself smoothies all the time with my NutriBullet. So I do have, right before this happened, kale and blueberries. Yes. I don't have any kale right now. Usually I buy kale for the chickens because I don't like kale. I mean, in salads, but you can put it in smoothies, right? I know it's a painless way to get nutrition. I mean, the stuff that you don't like so much, you just put it in a smoothie. I make my smoothies with coconut water also. I have that. I have coconut water because I have thought of doing this, so I did get some. Yeah, I'll have to become more, find some more recipes of things that I can eat. Because it's going to be a while before I get all this stuff replaced. I called my son, wished him happy Father's Day. He was on the golf course. And talked to my daughter-in-law for a while today. And yeah, it sounds yummy. It is. It's just that I think after a while, you miss the chewing part. You miss the crunchy, chewy part. I don't know why, but I think you do. I miss crunching on the pretzels. But anyway, that is what I sold. I may be back on tomorrow, later on, like 4 or after. I may come back on if I get anything good, or Tuesday maybe. If I get anything good tomorrow when I go to the Goodwill, I'll come on. So I'm going to say bye for now. I fed Dexter before I came here. Can you tell? He's not bugging me. So I'm going to get these Plush ready and try to get them listed. Becky Park is making a lot of sales. She had the chance of going to that warehouse of that shop, and she's gotten a huge amount of things. Yeah, listing 20 a day. I just don't know how you do that. I barely get 5, 6, 7 listed, and I don't know. I am so slow at listing, but I just have to keep plugging on. So I will see you in the next day or two, and hopefully I'll get something at the Goodwill. So bye for now.